Alright guys, welcome to Set 7, let's play Dragon Age 2, my warrior playthrough. Now, my computer's been acting up a little bit, so I apologize if there's any glitchiness. I'm gonna try my best to minimize that as best as possible. Whew, sorry, a little out of breath. Anyway, off screen I did do a few things, mostly pertaining to getting potions, potion recipes, companion armor pieces, and stuff of that nature. I'll still have a checklist at the end of the act, like I did with the previous act, that will show you or tell you where everything's at and how to find them, if there are any quests, etc., etc., etc. Excuse me. That being said, I'm going to go through a few quick things. I recommend going to the potion shop in the gallows and buying this recipe. It's basically a auto res if you are low on HP. Or if you die, come back up, you have +1 injury, and you're fine. I recommend always carrying two for each character in your party when you have this. That's about it. So, do I have any of this? Alright, I read all that. Good. Let's watch some cutscenes. Okay, before we go on though, this set is going to be dedicated to the main storyline quests. So we're going to do that. Next set is going to be the secondary, followed by companions, and then finally the final quest. The final quests, I should say, plural. This is because the To Catch a Thief quest, which is the last quest before the final quest, is a little annoying because it involves, basically if you finish it, the companion associated to it will go AFK for a while. AFK. Will go AWOL for a while. You can get them back if you have a high enough affection with them. So we're going to stop once we get that quest started, and we'll go from there. Most of the quests in this set are going to be done inside Kirkwall, with the exception of one which will take us outside of it. But we'll come back in. Anyway, let's talk to Mum.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. I visited Bethany at the Circle, and she seems happy enough. I guess I just need to start picking you out a suitable husband. I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry. I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home. But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
You've been through a lot. You deserve any joy you can find.
Thank you, love. No one could ever replace your father. But it is refreshing to think I could still be courted at this age.
Boom! Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
Sandal's quite useful to have around.
That he is. Also, I've always said. Oh, Maker knows what'll happen when I'm gone. I try not to think about it.
I want some pie. I like the doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff.
It looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the Hero of Ferelden's camp.
And I'm surprised Hawke doesn't go, wait, what? Anyway, the thing we got from Sandal is a very rare rune called Sandal's Special Rune. It's the Boom Rune. Basically what this does is it increases the likelihood of a knockback on enemies. Well, it just increases the chance of it actually happening and then actually happening in the first place. It's a one-of-a-kind rune, so I recommend storing it for your quote-unquote ultimate weapon. There is actually no ultimate weapon in the game, mind you. Although there is probably a weapon that is, you know, the penultimate that you just get and it's wah, type of a thing, you know? We're going to stop by a house, not a house, a place over in, We're going to stop by the elf camp at Sundermount and trigger a cutscene there so I can come back here later on, off screen, and buy some upgrades. We're going to need those for a little bit later on. Excuse me. Now, the main reason why I want to do the main quests first, as opposed to doing and secondary quests afterward, is because there are 2 quests that you need to finish beforehand. If you don't, you won't be able to unlock all the companion quests, which we kind of want to do. So that's kind of why I'm doing those, doing it in this way. I'm not really sure how third act's gonna work out. Maybe do the companions first.
Continue her. Elves were using magic when your primitive ancestors still lived like beasts. If you dare interrogate one of my hunters again...
The Maker be my witness. I will bring Fainriel to the gallows.
Hawk, you may want to leave before this gets messy.
Are you actually planning to attack Templars?
This Shem caught one of our Dalen hunters. She tortured the boy with fire while she interrogated him about Fainriel.
That's nothing compared to what we'll do if you don't hand over the apostate.
This is your last chance to leave and avoid bloodshed, Hawk.
You'd torture and kill the Dalish for just one apostate?
I don't care a jot about these knife ears, but Fainriel slipped through our fingers. No one escapes the Knight Commander.
We would sooner die than turn him over to you.
If Fainriel is that dangerous, let him stay with the Dalish.
Why would I do that?
Either he snaps and the Dalish kill him, or he escapes and you capture him without risking your men. You win either way.
There is wisdom in that, I suppose. Very well. You Dalish have fun with Fainriel.
Violence would not have helped my people. Maseranis.
You're welcome. Okay, so that's that, so let's get the hell out of here. I have family over right now, so, yeah. I'm kind of hearing them rummaging around out there. Okay, now we have all that said and done, let us stop by... Should I do this now? Yeah. Okay. I've mentioned this a few times, but each of my characters are going to be playing the game, going through each set differently than the other. For example, Lilith actually went through a companion quest line for Sebastian. Nexus didn't; she did something else. And here we're going to be going through the Fenris one because we're going to be romancing him. So keep that type of stuff in mind when watching my playthroughs. Each character is going to be a little bit different. Let's go ahead and add the party. Alright, let's do a quick hard save.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport?
Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Three years. There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
More problems than you normally do, I assume. You're a beautiful woman, Hawk. Is there no one else who has your attention?
I didn't quite catch that first part.
I don't need to repeat the obvious, I'm certain. I'm an escaped slave and an elf living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother you.
Why do you think that would bother me?
You are not most people, clearly. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it.
Okay, so we're about to do a quest, by the way. Okay, sorry. Kinda tongue-tied there. I'm gonna mention this real quickly. Gifts in this game are different than in Origins and in the future game. Although in the future game there are a lot fewer. In this game, they are side quests. When you find an item that will be a gift, you'll be given a miscellaneous quest that you can turn in with the character they're associated to. I've already gotten Fenris's gift for this act. I found it in the Lowtown Alienage at night. It was in a bag directly to the left of the stairs as you're going down. It'll be in the checklist, so don't worry. So that's what's going to happen in a second.
I have something for you.
It's a book.
It's a subject you're familiar with. The book is by Shartan, the elf who helped Andraste free the slaves. You know about him, right?
Of course I know about him. What do you take me for? I certainly didn't learn from books, though. Do you think they teach slaves to read?
It's not too late to learn, Fenris.
Is that what this is? Let's teach the poor slave to read? Ugh. Ignore me. You are not responsible for my deficiencies. I do appreciate your gift. I've always wanted to learn more of Shartan. Perhaps this is my chance. Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astia Vala Firmundis. Care to hear the story?
I enjoy listening to you talk.
There are few pleasures greater than speaking with a beautiful woman. Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Daenerys during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
I thought Daenerys considered you valuable.
He wasn't given a choice. The look on his face as the ship pulled out was priceless. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Daenerys finally came for me.
Were you with these Fog Warriors willingly?
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Daenerys came, they refused to let him take me. He ordered me to kill them, so I did. I killed them all.
Why would you do such a thing?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt I couldn't. I ran and never looked back.
This can't be easy to talk about.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. You and I don't always agree, but...
But?
I have never allowed anyone too close. When my markings were created, the pain was extraordinary, and the memory lingers. But you are unlike any woman I have ever met. With you, it might be different.
We could find out.
On another evening, perhaps. A last toast, then. To the fallen.
So yeah, it seems like we're going to be having the rivalry romance, which is pretty interesting because I've never done that. If you're going down that route, by the way, make sure you get 100% on it. On either path, actually. You'll thank me in the end. Okay, so that's done. Let us continue with Prime Suspect. We'll be doing this quest line first, followed by the Black Powder Courtesy afterwards. Luckily, this quest line is actually very short. You can probably knock this out in like half an hour. We'll see, at least. Come on. You can load. I know you can. There you go. Before we talk to Emmerich.
Do in that gigantic house all day.
Dance, of course.
Really?
I run from room to room, choreographing routines.
You're actually joking. Alert the Chantry. They need to put this on the calendar.
You thought I was always serious.
I think Ed has a good influence on him. Okay, we want to do this. Start this quest as soon as possible.
You're looking well. My store is much better stocked thanks to you. If you're interested in hunting down more ingredients, I can make other creations. And of course, I'll pay you for your work.
Sure. Just let me know what you need.
Perfect. I have a list of ingredients right here.
Okay, so he wants us to get, this time... Secondary... The Harlot's Blush, which is a rare flower on the Wounded Coast. The Dalish Tattoo Ink, or the Vaseline Ink. We can get that pretty easily. And a Betrayal's Heart. Now, if you played the Witch Hunt DLC from Origins, you know what Betrayal is. Yeah, they're back. Ugh. And Grace got caught too, by the way. If you don't remember her from the last set, she was the mage who was with the guy who kept raising blood magic and whatnot. Can't remember the quest very well.
Hello, Emmerich. Aveline says you need my help again.
I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Nanette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Is this man in hiding? Am I to find him for you?
No, I know where Dupuis is. I just can't get to him. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something. The guards raided his mansion and found nothing. They were forced to apologize, and I was reprimanded. Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
What do you need me to do?
I knew I could count on you. You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
Dupuis. That's such a weird name, you know? Alright. So we gotta go to Hightown at night to get it. Yep. Alright, we're gonna actually stop by Furnace's mansion because the Dupuis mansion, god damn that name, is literally just to the side of Furnace's mansion. So you can just go boop boop. And I don't want to deal with the invisible sisters stalking the city. The Hightown. They're the new gang we have to defeat. Now, when you get a certain affection or rivalry with a character that you've been romancing, flirting with a lot of, when you go back to your house, there's a chance that they'll be there and you'll be able to continue the romance further. We probably won't be doing that until the third set of this act, when we do the companion quests. I'll be doing Fenris's quests first because, well, it's a lot easier. God damn it, I knew they were going to be here. Knock the bitch out of hiding. Yeah. Come on. More? There's more. Rid of you. Gotta find a better sword, I swear. Ah, sorry. Itchy ear. All of you. Cut! Come on, die, bitch! Yeah. Alright. Let's go check out the Dupuy estate. That fucking name. I'm sorry, it's just... horrible, horrible name. I apologize if there actually is, by the off chance, a viewer with the name Dupuy. But seriously, if you are, you have to admit, that's a weird name. Well, maybe not be weird for your family, but still, you know. God. Weird names. I love it. Rawr! Boop. Probably should have held back on that. Fuck. Crush! Alright, let's go for the fire demon. Or the rage demon, I should say. Oh, fucker disappeared on me. I really gotta get some AoE abilities with this character. Outside of that. Yeah. Maybe start have her carry grenades around or whatnot.
Looks like we're in the right place.
You think? Okay, down here we have something we can grab and check. Think you know, basically saying our friend's thanking us for the artifact he found.
What creatures are they talking about? The Shades?
Potentially. Hi. Slash. God, I love that attack. Apply from Starkhaven, basically saying, First Enchanter Radek is basically saying, stop asking us about our mages.
Looking for help from another mage.
Right.
Blood magic. Someone's been naughty.
Oh yeah. Oh, Rune Striking, I marked that down. Almost forgot about that. You need to have a mage in your party, by the way, to know about that. Rune of Striking. It is. Alright, let's continue on upwards. Short turn. Meredith apologizing for the guards.
Clever. He stopped Emmerich from investigating by getting Meredith on his side.
And here.
Women's clothing. Perhaps they were taken off the murdered women.
Potentially. Woo. You.
Help me, please! He's gone mad!
You're not him. Shit, I know what this looks like, but I didn't hurt her.
Let her go, and we can talk.
If I let her go, you'll kill me. I don't know why you're here, but there's a killer out there, and I think he's playing us both. Just let me explain.
You don't have to be afraid. I'll hear what you have to say.
Several years ago, my sister was murdered. The bastard's now in Kirkwall, killing again. The same way he killed my sister. It starts with a bouquet of white lilies. He sends them to each new victim. Alessa was going to be next. I took her, so he'd have to come to me. I was finally going to face my sister's killer, but then you showed up.
He's lying. He hurt me.
I've explained this. I need your blood to track you down. If he took you, it was for your protection.
Let go of me.
She'll go straight to the city guard. They'll ruin everything.
I can help you track down your sister's killer.
No, I can manage on my own. I'm headed to Darktown. If you learn anything new about the killer, find me there. I have a score to settle with him.
Okay then. Listen here. If you fight him, by the way, he'll run through the entire mansion summoning demons trying to kill you. So yeah, it's the only way to get access to that wing of the house. Let's get the fuck out of here. Take a quick look at the map though. That's not helpful at all. Alright. Right down. Let's get the fuck out of that house. Is there anything else I need to do? Not really. Are there any other runes or shit I need to collect? Let's check that out too. Island shop. There's apparently only one item we need to collect. Oh, excuse me. Well, 3 items we only need to collect for this quest line. That is the rune that we just got, or Calcum, which we'll find a little bit, and a piece of the unique armor for this act. Now, I'm gonna mention real quickly, if you're playing a mage, the armor set, the actual armor body, the body armor, will be in a different location than the other 2 characters. I'm not really sure how I'm going to explain that in my little checklist thingy, but I think I can figure out a way to do it. Remember to save your game frequently. Thank you, reminder. I should do that. Now, I've never done this quest before doing the Black Powder Courtesy, so I'm kind of curious how it's going to play out. Hello.
Did you ever think about...
Aren't you Hawk? Emmerich left not long ago. He said you'd arranged to meet tonight.
Perhaps you're mistaken.
I am not mistaken. You sent him a message a half hour ago. Look.
I didn't send this.
You didn't? Strange.
That's not a good sign.
Well, I don't know. Emmerich's been acting strangely for months. It's probably just a misunderstanding.
Okay, guys. If you're told to give, if your friend goes away saying that they're going to meet someone, they have a letter signed by the person right there, and they give it to you for some reason, and then leave to go do it, and that person comes by half an hour later saying, yeah, I didn't send that, would your reaction would be, well, that's odd? No, you'd be like, that ain't good. Especially if your friend's looking into murders. That dog scared the frick out of me. God damn. There's a room right above me where my sister's dog just loves to sleep in. And from the sounds of it, it decided to jump off the bed. And it's kind of quiet, so it kind of freaked me out. Alright, go to the shades. Why am I invisible?
Need to get closer. Back it up.
That's kind of interesting.
Go down. Too far.
Come on. Back through the wall. Bye-bye. Fuck. So many shades, shit. Alright, come on. Crush. Go there, nope. Yeah. Well, there was a Desire Demon here.
Some mage sent that thing here to kill him. Why would anyone... Oh, Maker. The murders. Emmerich was right. He was getting too close. He suspected a man named Gascard Dupuis. Did he do this?
Gascard was only a small piece of the puzzle. I think he's innocent.
He should have believed Emmerich. I thought he was just trying for one last shot at glory. Whoever did this is a dangerous apostate that Meredith will want found. I will see to it personally. Thank you for your help in this matter. If you learn anything more, please come to me.
But of course,